Hello students. As we work on our end of the year assignment, we've already completed the brainstorm in the discussion section, but this is where we're going to go to find and gather ideas of what we might want to choose for a topic, which is our second part of today's assignment. You'll notice that it says choose from the items discussed on the discussion board to use for your presentation. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a presentation based on something that you have learned this year in Intro to Record Keeping. You're going to make this presentation as if you are talking to a bunch of people who have never been in this class. So you're not just giving a summary to us about the things that you've learned, but you're actually going to teach a lesson of something that you have learned, whether it's a lesson on how to use Excel, or whether it's a lesson on how to balance a budget, or whether it's a lesson on how to create checks, or how to do your taxes, or how to use Audacity to record a whatever the situation. You're going to make a presentation, and you're going to choose a topic that you're going to do. Now, as you're going along this, you also need to be thinking about the way that you're going to present it as well. And so part 3 of this assignment, which I'll talk about in just a second, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, after you've decided what you want to talk about, then I want you to click on this link to go to this page. It will open it up in another window for you so that you do not have to close anything down, and or you don't have to worry about losing your place here because it's still there. And once the page opens, which it's taking its time right now, we'll try again. Once it opens, it's going to say join this page. On your page, you will see a join right here that will allow you to join this group. Once you click join, it will send me a notification asking me to allow you to join the group. I will, of course, say yes, and I'm not positive, but I think you can go ahead and go to the discussion section, which is the second part of this, and begin working there. Each period has their own place, so make sure you find which one is for you. Click on it, and this is where you're going to post your assignment that you're going to be working on. So here you see that this one has step 2, choosing a topic for teaching presentation. And if I wanted to do one on how to create a budget, then I would click this like so, and then click Add Post. And once I do, it will show up down below saying Mr. Dial is going to teach a lesson on how to create a budget. Of course, because I'm recording this lesson right now, it's going to go a little bit slower, but as you can see, it's grayed out. Now it's there, how to create a budget. It's there, ready to go. And then I've got access to it. Again, remember that you're in the proper period for this. And then it'll be ready to go. When you decide how you're going to make your presentation, come back in again on here and add your post. I will be presenting by, and then explain how you're going to make your presentation. But that doesn't happen until later. Okay? Right now, all I need is what your topic's going to be. Once you finish that, you can close this page down, and it will take you back to where we were. And then part 3 is to gather your information for your presentation. And this is where you start putting together all of the details and all of the information that you need to make a very quality presentation. You are teaching as if you're talking to someone you've never talked to before, or who's never ever experienced this class before, or the subject that you're covering. And so you're going to teach it in such a way that you are giving them enough information that when they walk away, they can have as much information as you do about your subject. So think of ways in which you can present this information. I do not plan to give you a list of ways to do it. I just want you to decide for yourself the best way to present. You are free to choose. And I do give a warning on this to not get caught up in the way of presenting that you forget that the contents are more important. I really don't care how pretty your fire truck is if the engine of that fire truck does not work and it's not going to get me to where I need to go. I'd rather you get inside a clunker and take me somewhere than to present a beautiful shiny presentation and it just had nothing in it whatsoever. So give me content. I want content, and that's what you're to work on right now for part 3. And then after you get the content, that's when we'll put the presentation together. This doesn't even show up on your page just yet because I don't want you even focused on creating the presentation. I just want you gathering information for your presentation. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask, but main thing I want you guys to do is choose your topic and then start getting as much information about it as you can, giving yourself notes and all of that. Please give yourself notes. I want to see your notes before you start on your presentation. That concludes this set of instructions. Have a good day.